Tonight on the Overreaction Awards, sponsored by Read It, we reveal your votes for the most overhyped team on the planet. Hand out the hardware for worst offseason roster move. Plus, we present the Summoners Cup to 2016's best team in the world. We know we're only 1 week into the season, but,
PrimeTime League starts right now! And he should just come to with the outplay! I don't believe it!
A perfect game in 1815 for Immortals! Fastest game in NALCS history.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to your safe haven from hyperbole and overreactions. It's PrimeTime League.
Oh man, it was an incredible week one of the LCS.
I know!
It was the best week in esports by far. I can't imagine what week 2 might bring.
Well, one thing week 2 will probably bring is a lot more rise during Champion Select. If you were watching any of the LCK, the LPL, or the LCS, the Rogue Mage was 100% pick ban in those leagues during the first week of matches.
Yeah, it turns out Faker was right all along. Who would have guessed Faker right about something at the World Championship last year? Rise is here. He's really strong. Targeted roots are great. He's a big carry. You just got to pick
You're an
correctly
80 carry. Targeted roots are great.
Yeah, I mean, look, they suck for
insane.
me, but if you want to, like, win a game, sure.
This is true. This is true. Well, from OP champs to OP teams, we've got to talk about the Immortals' Week 1 performance, specifically their total domination of Tip's Nexus in what was one of the fastest games we've ever seen in the LCS.
Yeah, literally the fastest as far as I can tell here. Immortals are absolutely amazing. They have great players. Their synergy as well already off the charts. These guys just gelled when they came together, and that is always such a big deal with a super team. Do your personalities mix? Does the shot calling work for you guys? Does your play styles line up? They do. These guys love to run forward, and Adrian's like, I'll just keep you guys alive by playing Janna every game. It's lightning in a bottle. This is a great team, and I think they are here to stay as a force to be reckoned with.
We're walking the yellow brick road. And while the Immaculate Immortals overwhelmed an underwhelming Tip roster, Hooney and crew will have tougher competition in this week's matches. First up on Saturday, Wild Turtle and That Smile take on his former squad and their new trash-talking 80 carry. Then on Sunday, it's the NALCS Game of the Week as the Immortals brawl with the other undefeated team in the North American LCS, NRG, and their Baron-stealing bow-tie-wearing mid-laner, GVM.
All right, so first off, talking about the match versus TSM, Wild Turtle versus Doublelift. This is not TSM versus CLG. It's Immortal versus TSM. Both AD carry swap teams. It's funny what Turtle's done with a new team behind him. We have to sort of see as they get stronger and stronger competition if flashing forward, dashing forward is good for Turtle, or if he starts throwing games like he was on TSM.
He's finding a middle ground there, though.
Yeah, but I mean, so far so good. We'll have to see. He's going to get tested more throughout time. Meanwhile, right, Doublelift should be doing really well. I think that's just like the matchup I really care about. Of course, there's great players in every lane in all these matchups. The top laners are really cool. This top lane matchup, really both of them for Hooney is going to be really awesome. Up against Hanser the first day. Up and coming top laner, Hanser gets a really big test. Can you beat up Hooney? Good luck, brother. But then Hooney versus Impact on Sunday is going to be so awesome. Hooney's an exceptional player. Impact, incredible as well. He's like solo carried one of those matches last week. That's going to be so much fun.
Mid laners as well coming into these matches are going to be very big.
Oh, absolutely. The mid lane matchups are amazing as well. Of course, these guys are all top half at the very least, which is weird when you're like, Pueblo's only top half, but there's so many good mid laners in NA.
Yeah.
Bjergsen right now, still the reigning champion. GBM was sort of very, very humble, saying, oh, he's like only 4th best himself, but GBM is a man who can challenge to the throne as well.
Barons.
Yeah, right? And so Pobelter has work cut out for him. Okay, look, he won the finals against Bjergsen last time in the summer split over at Madison Square Garden, but tough battles for Pobelter here.
I'm ready to see. I mean, Pobelter and Turtle are still on a very big team with big star power.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if they can still shine this year. Will they be overshadowed by those guys, or is it their year to shine?
So far, so good. We'll see what they can do.
It'll be very interesting. You can check out the North American LCS Game of the Week this Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific as the undefeated Immortals take on the unbeaten Energy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Duo Q, where we test the pros on how well they know their teammates. And today, it's a battle of the undefeated bot lanes as Energies, AD carry, alt tech, and support Conquan take on the Immortals, Wild Turtle, and Adrian. Guys, it's going to be so much fun. Okay. First of all, thanks for joining us. You guys are awesome. You guys are wonderful. You guys can swivel in your chairs, but don't, because it'll look really weird on camera. But either way, let me talk to you guys about how duo queue works. So we're going to ask you guys in a little bit, the AD carries, to leave. Not yet, though. You guys can chill. And we're going to ask your support some questions about you. So you guys have to hopefully know your AD carries pretty well. 3 questions for each of you guys. Then we're going to bring the AD carries back. We're going to ask you guys what you think your support said about you. And if you guys are right, 10 points apiece. Congratulations. If you guys are wrong, I'm ashamed of you, but you won't get any points for that one. So now that you guys know what's going on, Turtle, Altsec, go take practice or something. We'll see you guys in a bit. And now it's only skilled players left in the studio, and we'll be good to go. All right, time for question number 1. Con Quan, we're going to start with you here. Okay. What is the most annoying habit that Altsec has?
I think Altsec's perfect. I don't think he has any. I don't know. I never get irritated by him, so I don't know. I think it's perfect.
Literally nothing wrong with Altsec.
Literally nothing wrong with it.
I'm going to use that on air, by the way, on Saturday, first game. It should be like, I just want to know, Con Quan says this guy was literally perfect. So if he ever misses CS, I'm calling you out on this one.
All right, fine. That's fine.
All right, Adrian. He called his AD carry perfect.
There's so many things wrong with Turtle.
Yes.
There's so much. Like, Turtle's just Turtle. Like, he's just an massive troll.
Give me like the top 3.
All right, like, I'm like, when I wake up, he just trolls me. Like,
okay. Trolls you in the morning for no reason at all.
he trolls me during scrims.
Trolls you in scrims. That's bad. That's bad practice.
He trolls me on stage.
All right. So basically, Turtle is a troll.
Turtle's a troll.
Is the most annoying thing about Turtle.
Turtle's just a big troll.
All right, that's good. All right, that's a good start. So literally perfect, and Turtle's a troll. Question number 2. If you guys haven't seen Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, there's 7 dwarves. Shocking, I know. Their names are Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Sneezy, Dopey, Bashful, and Doc. Which of the 7 most closely describes Wild Turtle?
Dopey?
Dopey. Con Quan?
Sleepy.
Sleepy. Sleepy, Dopey. All right, good job, guys. One more question for you all. When you're playing League with your AD carry, what is your guys' song?
Oh, that's a hard one.
What kind of song? Like, just like...
I mean, Eye of the Tiger works. It could be like Britney Spears, like whatever you guys want to go for. Con Quan, we are going to start with you.
What's that song by Justin Bieber? Is it? I can't remember the title. No, it's the
new one, right?
Is it too late to say I'm sorry?
All right.
I don't know the title.
I don't either, but I'm sure it's good enough that someone's going to write it down properly for you. So Justin Bieber, Too Late to Say I'm Sorry, something like that. I don't know it either. It's cool. Adrian, how about you?
Hello from the Other Side.
Hello from the Other Side. All right, that's the song.
That's Turtle's song.
That's Turtle's song. Good. Hopefully gets it right. We'll see if you guys did well. Guys, let's bring back your AD carries. All right, so now that we have your answers, guys, it's time to get ourselves into this and see if you guys actually know your teammates well enough to be worthy of being LCS competitors. We'll kick you out if you get them all wrong, by the way. We'll replace you with like Coast or something. Okay. So Turtle, Altsec, you guys, here's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna read the questions off. You guys are going to guess what your support said about you, and then they'll flip the card up. We'll see if they are right after all. For every matching answer, you guys are gonna get 10 points. At the end, whoever gets the most points remains undefeated in the LCS. Your score will no longer be 2-0 if you lose this matchup, so good luck with that one. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
ready.
okay, you guys are ready. Cool.
Let's go.
I asked your supports, what's your most irritating habit, Wild Turtle? What is your most irritating habit according to your teammate?
I guess I troll sometimes.
Yo! Oh, baby. Lift it up.
What is it?
Yes. All right, pressure's on. They got that one right. Altsec, what is the most annoying thing about you according to your teammate?
My haircut.
Wait.
Okay, what before? Okay, yeah, go for it.
Not even this mushroom?
I like it.
I asked him, and he's like, dude, I don't
It's not a habit.
Yeah,
I actually like it though.
it's okay. Sorry, guys.
I like your haircut though.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. All right. Next up question, though, we're going to start with you guys again. So I asked about Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. The 7 Dwarves are Happy, Sneezy, Grumpy, Sleepy, Dopey, Bashful, and Doc. Which one is you?
Sleepy.
Turtle.
That was better than the high five. You got it.
Is it simple? I don't know. Am I happy?
Even I know it.
Yo! Am I happy?
Are you happy?
You're not happy, dude.
Oh! Dopey.
No. Oh, man, what's dopey? Like, what?
I mean, I can see both. I can see both, honestly.
I mean, you should have just chose happy. That'd be simple.
I mean, you know what? This is what happens when you don't spend enough time with your teammates,
Yeah,
man.
you don't hang out with me enough.
To realize you guys are happy. It's okay. Hey, it's tied 1-1. Third match coming up. Here you go. You guys ready for this?
It's a tiebreaker.
Preview things to come. Best of 3, basically. All right. Final question. We're gonna start with you guys over here on Immortals. When you guys are playing League together, what is your song?
What is your song, Turtle? What is our song?
What is your guys' song? You got this, man.
Do I supposed to know this? I don't know. Do you know it? I'm just gonna choose Taylor Swift.
Put it up. Put it up. Taylor Swift, not correct.
Oh, you're right. That was the song. Turtle.
All right,
You're
Energy,
right.
you guys can win.
That was actually
For the win.
actually our song.
That is it's actually the right. Oh my God, that's terrible. Okay, I'll take for the win. What's your song?
Oh, sorry.
What's your guys' song?
No, they won't get it either.
Sorry, Justin Bieber.
Put it up. Whoa! Oh, damn. Energy.
I should have known it was hell up on the other side.
We're on the other side though.
Guys, I'm so sorry, but this means that Energy is the winner of Duo Q. Guys, congratulations so much. Perfect record still in. Hey, you got one right. You're not kicked out. It's cool. You guys are still gonna play TSM on Saturday. You guys are still gonna play these guys on Sunday. You can get the bragging rights back. But guys, are gonna do it for our first episode of Duo Q. If you guys at home liked it, let us know. These guys were wonderful. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this one. But we're going to watch these guys go head-to-head pretty soon in the North American LCS.
Very lost.
Now, guys, if you can't wait that long to hear players be awesome and trolly, well, lucky for you, we've got mic check coming up.
It's all set.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, actually, I'm nervous.
Really?
Oh,
Are you scared?
oh, scared.
JK.
Where is my second pillow? I am so triggered.
Princess Ray needs his pillow.
I feel like when I hear the video start booming, it's probably a feature of me.
Yeah, because you have so deep voice, man. You talk like,
Hey, it's Grums. It's me, Grum.
10K, 9K. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
I'll be there in 10
I'm just not
seconds.
going on Victor.
10
I'm going
seconds.
on Victor.
Alex is fine. Alex is fine.
We got it. Keep going. Keep going, guys. Back off. They're in the pit.
I'm not there. 5 seconds to me. 5 seconds.
I got there.
Nice.
Go, 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 go. Okay. Yes, go. Nice.
Rule number 1 today?
Yeah, rule number 1 is listen to Bora.
Alright. Okay, hey guys.
Is everyone
I got
good?
some more Sagely advice. It's a team game.
Peter, can you please not try and tilt me before the game?
It's no time for memes.
There is no BG, but there's just happy little mistake.
Accidents.
Happy little accidents, yeah.
Happy little accidents.
I can't focus. I need my pillow. Ay.
Top third is Brett. Maybe Anivia here.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, I'm alive. We can stay. Go. Keep bottom.
Okay,
keep bottom.
Just go for it. Go for it. Listen no Q.
들어가. Okay.
Yeah.
Fight.
Finish and then turn.
Oh my god!
Ali. Keep going. Yo, ref. Is my pillows actually coming? Oh my god, finally. Thank you.
Take a deep breath. Imagine yourself winning. Just look at yourself going over there, shaking their hands.
Thank you, Björk.
Wow. What a magical moment.
Before you said these words, I did not want to win, but now I want to win.
Just shake out your hands, guys.
Let's go. Shake it out.
We're doing Taylor Swift now. Shake it off.
Yeah.
Around the world, back around the world.
To be Arcane's forward, I'm gonna flash.
Okay. Let's go. This time. Nice.
I'm dead.
Okay, jump it, three. Go. You can go. I can cover you.
Let's go. No flash.
Let's go. Nice. Let's go.
Every game on Gravity, before the game, we would just go like this at the top of our lungs.
Sneaky.
Why? I don't know.
Who made that sound? Bonnie or Sneaky?
That wasn't me.
Really? Yep. I don't believe it.
Yo, go. Kill TF.
Go for TF.
Go TF. Nice.
Back up. Oh,
End the game. Kill TF, he says.
Kill TF.
Yeah, see, I told you I do that on accident sometimes.
Kill TF.
Kill Jinx.
You can care.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, just end. GG.
Oh, our Penta's LCS point is getting lower.
Fuck, our LCS points are low. We went too fast.
Top one first.
We can enter mid.
Top one first.
Nice, Turtle.
Holy shit, Turtle the God, push finish.
Nice!
Hey.
Turtle the cat!
Turtle
the cat!
Turtle the God is on the building.
Oh, but actually, this one's weird. Why are they different?
Man, casting our princess.
No, look, this one's hard, and this one's soft. Yeah, there's difference.
Yeah, soft and hard.
Where is Scott?
That is
No,
different.
it's. I can't do this.
Over here in EU, we've had a slew of interesting games, but what is more interesting is what's coming up next on the plate and how the teams are looking. First off the board, H2K, a team that is very, very consistent, but they have some new tricks up their sleeve. Ryu in particular looked amazing on those assassins.
Yeah, he really did, and it wasn't just Ryu as well. When you look at H2K as a whole, everything seemed to click for them. Their strategy around Forgiven and sieging, just making sure as one unit, H2K were always pushing down towers, made it very difficult for their opponents in previous weeks in Week 1. Now moving into a game against Fnatic, I think H2K looked like the favored team, but in their second game, there's almost a clash of similar styles when they have to go up against Gamers 2, who were playing a very different style from when we saw them in this studio last year in Challenger. Now they come out with Trick, with Emperor. Trick's Jungle Graves looked fantastic, and they were snowballing so hard off either Perks or Emperor very, very well. So I'm excited to see that clash of styles.
Yeah, I'm excited to see G2 in general. They looked incredible off that first week, and like you said, very different from what we expected. The big change for me, though, was Kikis moving up to the top lane and playing Tahm Kench twice. Yes, it wasn't taken away from him, so that's something teams might be on the lookout for, but he made it work very well, and because he got to be that primary tank, it allowed everyone else to have a more heavy engaged style, and it worked really, really well for them.
It really did, but I think there are still those drawbacks, as you were alluding to, is maybe if he doesn't get that Tahm Kench, how does that affect the team's setup? That's something we have to look forward in these games to that could rock the boat for G2.
Absolutely. Now, a team that had their boat rocked pretty hard this week was Origin, starting off 0-2. That's not how you want to start for the expected #1 team in the league, but they've had some time to cool off. They've had some time to get some more practice in their gaming house. They've got a tough schedule ahead of them, though. What do you think is going to happen there, Stress?
Well, they've got Unicorns of Love and Vitality, so if Origin haven't returned to the World Semi-Finalist setup that they had where, you know, very strong team on a strategy side as well, that was what really lacked in Week 1. And now against Unicorns of Love, who looked strong themselves, and Vitality, who took a game off Fnatic, didn't look so great in their first game. I think Origin, if they don't come out all guns blazing, I honestly think this could be another 0-2 week if Unicorns of Love and Vitality show up.
And that'll be a very, very rough start for the expected favorites. But another team you mentioned there, the Unicorns of Love, they had a fantastic start, and they looked so tight together as a team. Not something we're used to talking about for the Unicorns, but in particular, it was their man in the jungle, Diamond Prox, who really, really set them up.
Oh, yeah, the new blood for the Unicorns, but a very old face when it comes to the EU LCS. I mean, Diamond Prox, his early game presence was really on point in both of their games. It just set the game's pace so well for the Unicorns to just continue getting a lead. And one thing that you know, they got in the first week that I doubt they'll get now in the second week is Fox getting himself Zed. That's an old favorite for him. If the Unicorns can get him on that again, I think that should work in their favor.
Yeah, he was able to make some pretty sick plays as well. So we'll see if the Unicorns can keep up their form. But for now, it's time for us to say goodbye, and hope you tune in for this week's European LCS.
And now it's time to fly around the world of LOL Esports to check out the biggest stories as we get you prepped for Week 2 of the LCK, LMS, and LPL. Let's start in China's Premier League, where a couple of big-name Korean imports had less than successful debuts.
Yeah, first up, World's MVP, #1 player trade of the year, Marin, had a miserable time, less than 1 KDA, really quite rough. LGD is continuing their just streak of really poor performances ever since the LPL playoffs, basically. Rough for him. Easy Hoon, meanwhile, not a whole lot better. I mean, an improvement somewhat, almost a 3 KDA. They have a win here, so Vici are doing moderately, but still not great.
Well, while Vici was mediocre and LGD was just plain bad, really, two teams crushed the competition, starting at the bottom and going up to the top. Let's start with Group B, as RNG's star-studded lineup dropped one game on the way to a 2-0 series record, while up in Group A, Chaogu crushed the competition, sweeping 2 straight matches with high-profile acquisitions Uze, Dade, and Tom riding the bench for all 4 games.
Yeah, it's really pretty incredible watching QG here because they nearly went to Worlds. They failed barely at the end there in the regionals, but I mean, they've just been amazing ever since then.
Yep.
Really, they've had the same starting roster the entire time now. They're crushing it. You mentioned these star pickups on the bench still. I mean, QG are doing wonderfully. They're dominating China.
Well, see if they can keep doing it. RNG also left some big names on the bench as well. Name and Insak did not get to play in week 1.
Yeah, Royal never give up. Honestly, they were one of the weakest teams last year, but they're really crushing it now. Jungler MLXG is doing great. Mid laner Xiaohu also wonderful. Now, to temper some of these roster things, it was reported that Insec was a little bit ill, so maybe that's why he wasn't in right now. But also Name sitting on the bench. I mean, he was a big name back in 2014, but I mean, right now this lineup is working. Does he even need to come in?
I don't know, but it's a good thing is that all these regions are getting more better players.
Yeah.
And he's going to have better teams in the future.
That's true. He's going to keep taking them, and it's going to be wonderful.
It's going to work out great. Meanwhile, about 6 degrees north of Shanghai, the LCK kicked off week 2 early Wednesday morning, California time. In match 1, Samsung Galaxy won their 3rd straight match to start off the season as they handed the much-hyped Longzhou Gaming their first loss of the season.
It's pretty incredible that Samsung's improved so much so quickly already. Meanwhile, match 2, the Jin Air Green Wings fed off the momentum they gained by beating the world champions last week and took out a slightly easier opponent in EM Fire, who are one of the slumping teams this year.
They are, and with those 2 series in our match history, the LCK standings shake out like this. Samsung Galaxy is in first place with 3 wins and 0 losses. And did anybody else just have a flashback to 2014?
I mean, it's great. They're back up already. It's really wonderful to watch the Samsung team excel. But joining them in the ranks of undefeated teams are, the next team with probably more name changes than a room full of Hollywood stars. The now Rocks Tigers are in this one. KT Rolster doing wonderfully for themselves as well. These guys are at the top of the table, perfect records, and it gives us a great segue to our BF game of the week, of course, because there's going to be some great ones.
That it does. Coming up this Thursday, only one of those 2 squads will have a perfect record still, as Someday and his Rolsters take on Smeb and his Tigers.
It's a rematch of the World Championship quarterfinals. People thought KT was going to win that one. 2 Tigers came out so incredibly strong. And most of these rosters are the same, despite so many roster changes elsewhere. Someday versus Smeb in the top lane. I mean, this is going to be basically whoever wins this is the most dominant team in this league right now until they face Samsung.
Pretty nice title to have. And the only other region besides Korea to have all of their teams advance out of the group stage at the 2015 Worlds was none other than the LMS. And while Worlds participant Flash Wolves lost stake in the top lane and then their rematch versus AHQ, AHQ is looking strong and ready to take on the 2-0 Hong Kong Esports in our second BF game of the week.
That was going to be a whole bunch of fun. Hong Kong Esports was very close to going to Worlds. Actually, they were the 2nd place LMS Summer teams, but they did lose the regional qualifier to Flash Wolves in all 5 games, so they are right there at the top of this. That's going to be a tight one to watch for. This year, again, no toys. He's finally gone this time around, but they are still 2-0 to start. This is a very, very good team. They're up against AHQ, though. AHQ is definitely great. Chawi is around. He's in the mix. We've seen him play Lux and Zillion, so some cool stuff is around there. But, of course, Westor has also been around here. So, which HQ are we going to see? It's going to make that fun. And, again, HKES very good as well.
We'll see if Westor gets his picks or he still gets all 3 bans towards him. And then we'll know which one we'll see. All right, now let's swing from the biggest games of the weekend to the biggest badass in the jungle game right now. It's Jat with the latest League of Learning.
Hey, it's Jad here with another edition of League of Learning. Last week, we talked about some of the season changes. This week, I wanted to talk about a jungler who has seen a lot of play, particularly in the LPL, and then much less pick or ban play in the other regions. So I wanted to look at what the LPL sees in Graves and why he's so widely adopted there. So I did a lot of studying within the LPL to figure out why Graves is so widely used there. So from there, there's some core items for jungle Graves. You see a lot of him in solo queue as well, so these are kind of words to live by. Boots of Swiftness, because he doesn't benefit much from attack speed and he just wants to get along really fast. The Tracker's Knife dominates pro play because of the ease of getting the wards earlier. And then the rest of the itemization for Graves is basically attack damage, armor penetration, and resilience there. So you can kind of pick and choose any order of these, Maul of Mount Mortius, Ghost Blade if you're ahead, Sterix Gauge if you're really worried about burst, and then the rapid fire cannon is a niche item when you're trying to better siege because you get the longer range on the first turret shot. From there, also, Runes and Masteries, if you're wondering about that. Attack damage or armor pen for your marks. You have a few options. Seals, obviously armor. Your glyphs should be magic resist or CDR. And then your quints, some people do attack speed, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I'd say attack damage or armor pen. The rule of thumb with that is generally the better you are at the early jungle clear, the less you need attack damage and the more you'll want armor pen to do some damage in team fights. Masteries are pretty simple, 12 on the ferocity tree, 18 in cunning. Everyone brings Thunderlord's Decree. That was also on patch 5.24, but it should remain true on 6.1 and future patches as well. The main thing you need to learn for Jungle Graves, though, is the jungle clear. That's actually the really important thing here. You have to note Graves has 2 bullets currently stored in a shotgun. You want to use both of those while kiting back. Also note that when you shoot, it knocks whatever is attacking you back. So it's very important to move during a jungle clear. Notice this is Claky D doing this jungle clear here as an LCS jungler in Season 3. And uses the smite to heal yourself up, gets the red buff off, and always using the full 2 auto attacks and reloading. Now that you're level 2, there's another element that you need to put in here. When you dash, it automatically reloads 1 shell. So notice how you want to use your attack, dash immediately after, and then get your attacks off afterwards. Basically, when done optimally, you can get through an entire jungle clear on Graves without using a single health potion. So that's why most Graves do refillable health potion, just use one of them, then they have extra healing for team fights after that. Then, since you know how to jungle now, what team compositions work for him, since he's not a traditional tank CC jungler. He's good with team comps that have crowd control, tankiness, and good damage spread, so at least one magic damage dealer somewhere in there. A good example team comp is something that was ran in the LPL, Trundle, Lysandra in the solo lanes, Alistar to bring a little bit more CC. A bad team comp example where Graves isn't going to have that great of a time is where there's a complete lack of reliable crowd control. So Graves isn't going to be able to land his skill shots very easily, and he's going to have a hard time executing his damage, plus he'll be focused fairly easily. All in all, whenever you see a champion that is picked above 80% in any particular region, it usually filters to the other region, because in order for a champion to have that type of widespread popularity, there has to be something extremely powerful about him. In Graves' case, it's the absurd jungle clear, it's the fact that he can burst people from 100 to 0 in their jungle later in the game, and he can also fit into a lot of team compositions if you build it properly. So I hope you can try Jungle Graves yourself. I think he'll be a monster in solo queue and in all of the competitive leagues in the coming weeks. And I hope you learned something.
Well, week 1 is over, and I don't know what was more savage, the Immortals massacre of TIP or your guys' answer to last week's Twitter question. Because the thing is, last week we asked you which LCS teams to be in first place. It's only 2 games per team. None of you got it right. I mean, me either, but I didn't even vote. So, I mean, I abstained. You guys actually all lost. You know, but you know what? Who would have thought that Origin would actually be 0-2? TSM would give up first blood in the top lane, even without Tyrus. I mean, it's insane, but, you know, to be fair, no, you're right. TIP's loss was way more savage. You guys are only the second worst thing that happened last week. This week, though, you get a new chance for redemption, and we're going to dial the difficulty down a little bit. We're going to go, you know, last week's question was like Korean Silver. This week's question, European Challenger. Much, much easier. So, look. Last week, we knew that Ryze was 100% pick ban in the LCS, and that Graves jungle is obviously incredibly strong. But you know what? We don't know what's going to be strong next week. So this is the question. Which champion will have the highest win percentage across both LCS regions this week? That is, of course, EU and NA combined. And for a spot in the Hall of Fame, you've got to let us know what that win percentage is going to be. So I'm going to say highest win percentage champion is Graves, and that percentage is going to be 100%. He's going to not lose any games, the games that he wins. As always, be sure to send your answers to @LOLesports with hashtag PTL if you want to play along. Now, speaking of plays, it's time to count down the top 5 most savage plays from week 1 of the 2016 season, or as Samsung Stitch can now call it, the Penta.
Coming in at number 5, Samsung Stitch picks up the first pentakill of the 2016 LCK spring season.
Kube still trying to run at Songyun, but he is protected. No one's dead yet besides this Ixu, but they're starting to turn it around. Samsung now, and Samsung gets a triple kill on Quadra. It's going to be the first penta of the season.
Charging into number 4, Vici Gaming's Loong somehow kept himself alive in this 1v2 outplay.
Cool.
Maybe wants to flash for it. He's going to need to go in, but he's gone deep. He's popped the Ghost as well. Moves in with the ulti. CC's there. Long going to move back in onto Dark, but that should be a kill. Dark is low. He actually gets the kill. Long is going to survive as well. Let's see this again.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Long already pretty much like half health at that point. Flashes in, cool, able to chunk him out. Decides to go back in on Dark, get some good CC here with the ultimate and executes him.
AHQ's Westdoor kept his cool in his duel against Flash Wolves Maple in our number 3 play.
Maple 跟 Westdoor 要来交手了吗？开了鬼刀。哦，这边是稍微顿了一下，不过 Maple 是躲过第三座大绝，第三座大绝是放在自己的身上，躲过这次死亡印记的一个伤害量。Maple 再往前 ，Westdoor 的惊人，哇，两边正在交手，这里 Westdoor 跟 Maple 单挑是 Westdoor 得胜哦，2次的控制都控到了 Maple 身上。
At number 2, Energy's GBM picked up 2 glorious Baron steals in the same game.
Combined with this smite and vault. The Q is in, the Q is on. He's gonna have to take it before it wears off. The Q's off, he goes in. That's gonna be the laser steal from GBM. Baron gets taken by NRG. Kiwi. Oh, who does he stop?
Can he save it?
There's people everywhere around him.
Are you kidding me?
Did that just happen?
Swinging into number 1, Fnatic's Gamsu comes out on top as he viciously strikes down 2 foes.
Gamsu is on to Soaz, and he is gonna Frozen Tomb himself, but Gamsu can walk right into it, and he Ragnarok's his way to a kill! Fantastic. Not over yet, though, as Amazing looks to chase him down. Can the Viking get away from the Blind Monk? I don't think so. He sees him coming, and he should just... No! Gamsu with the outplay! I don't believe it!
And here at Primetime League, we have things that we don't believe either, like Riv's beard. Like, how does he keep that so majestic? I've been trying for decades now. Either way, once in a while, stuff gets really crazy, and we have to call in the experts, just like we did for this week's Last Hit.
Imagine a world beyond science, beyond reason, where nightmares roam and curses kill. While many scoff at the idea of the supernatural, right here in this very building, thousands have witnessed the truth. The Q's off, he goes in, that's gonna be the laser steal from GBM! This week, on Riv Hitting Mysteries, we investigate Dignitas and the curse of the Baron. Why are they cursed? Whose fault was it? Will they ever be free to take Baron? Kiwi? Oh, who does he stop?
Can he save it?
There's people everywhere around him! The roster may change, but the curses do not. Plus the tale of a first blood. The TSM top lane. Cosmic Binding haunts her right against the wall, and he walks out of turret range to give them an easier gank right off the bat. The flash in from McSmithy, and they take down Haunter for first blood.